What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Roasted Beans and Tires. Today we are here with our second day down in West Virginia. And what are we going to do today? We are going to do Devil Anse to Buffalo Mountain. We're going to stop in Williamson. We're going to go to the Almost Heaven Swing. We're going to do a few fun things in between. And then we're going to end our day again in Matewan at the only place we ended all of our days, at Trailhead Bar and Grill. So why don't you come along, take a ride with us, see what it's like, and have fun in West Virginia with us. Roasted Beans and Tires, Day 2, Matewan, West Virginia. Let's go. We started our day off in Matewan. We entered the trailhead at Trail 21. The plan was to go from Devil Anse to Buffalo Mountain and to Williamson, and then do pretty much most of Buffalo Mountain. This was our first day on the trails by ourselves, so we thought we had a plan. We were originally going to go Devil Anse 21 to 23 to 30, which would put us at the divider between Devil Anse and Buffalo Mountain. But of course, I made a wrong turn the first time, so we took 18 the whole way.
That is so funny. That's so funny.
These people know the beans.
Yeah.
Perfect. Awesome.
Have fun.
Have a good time.
Devil Anse 18 will bring you all the way to the same connector we were going to get to. And when you get there, you can either take Buffalo Mountain 16, 26, or 149, or you can take Devil Anse 30 back down and head back towards where we came from. We decided to take 26. We ended up taking 16 on the way back, and I will tell you, I preferred taking 26 over 16. It was a little more rocky, a little more technical. It was still a green trail, but to me, I thought it was more fun, and I enjoyed it more. And it brought you to the same spot both of those were going to. This intersection was really cool. You could take 26 up, and you can go to Buffalo Mountain 13, Buffalo Mountain 20, Buffalo Mountain 186, or Buffalo Mountain 15. There was also a really cool area where everyone threw their beer cans and stuff into a cave. Met a really cool guy here that had Lambo doors. That's awesome.
That's a first gen Maverick. It's a 16.
That's awesome. Thanks, man. That's all I needed.
It ain't all finished yet. It's getting front bumper tied in, rear bumper tied in.
So it's a first gen Maverick.
Yep.
With custom Lambo doors. Did you just weld it all yourself and stuff?
Yeah, I built everything.
That's awesome, man.
Like I said, it don't have struts in it yet. It's once I'm building. You know,
Oh, okay.
Struts, so it's like.
Gotcha.
I thought you just did that so she couldn't get out.
Also, there's a cool little hill climb area. One really big ledge there you need some clearance, but other than that, pretty good hill climb there.
Not really. Just that first step.
At this point, we decided we were going to head to Williamson for lunch, so we decided to take Buffalo Mountain 15, which led us to Buffalo Mountain 12, and brought us right onto Route 52, which we then took all the way down to Williamson for lunch. After we left Starters, we decided to go to Buffalo Mountain Trail 10, see the West Virginia sign, and then we decided to head up to Buffalo Mountain 36 and go to the Almost Heaven swing overlooking Williamson. After we left the Almost Heaven swing, we took Buffalo Mountain 10 and Buffalo Mountain 11 all the way to the same spot where we ended up turning on 52 for lunch. We then headed up to the staging area where we entered Buffalo Mountain 20, and that to me was probably the best part of the ride for us. There was a little bit of mud to play in that area, so we stayed around there for a bit, and we're hitting some mud, hitting some puddles. We ended up taking Buffalo Mountain 13, 16, and 17 back to the Devil Anse connector. That's when we decided to take Devil Anse 30 and down to 21, basically the opposite way of how we got up to Buffalo Mountain. And I personally liked it. There were some really good rock parts that we did like and some good views as well. Eventually, we ended up back in Matewan where we had started. And of course, to finish our night, we headed to the place we headed every night. We ended our night at Trailhead Bar and Grill, had dinner, had some drinks, and then made our way back to our Airbnb right across the bridge in McCar.
My name is Gary Furtall, and I'm being held hostage in Matewan, West Virginia by Blake Turena of Roasted Beans and Tires. I need help. I need you to send help immediately. He woke me up at 3 a.m. with a hot pot of water to the face, and he said, breakfast now. I was like, what do you want? He said, eggs poached with a delicious hollandaise, not too big, not too thick. And from there, we've been riding all day. No bathroom breaks. I said, Blake, can I go to the bathroom? He said, maybe tomorrow. I said, can we get something to eat? He gave me an unwrapped Werther's candy from his pocket. So, the guy's just nuts about side-by-sides and hitting the trails. Again, this is Gary Furtall. Please send help.